Recorded Books presents Benita Renee Jenkins, Diva Secret Agent, by Lorisa Bates. Narrated by Wendy Law. Prologue. It was nearly midnight when Carl Holliday Johnson drove through the dark and desolate warehouse district in the southern part of Brooklyn. He pulled up in front of Warehouse 117 and blew the horn a few times, expecting Nick, his main guy, to open the oversized garage door and let him in. But no one showed up. He laid on the horn, hoping someone from his crew would raise the gate, growing more pissed by the second when no one did. He shook his head in disbelief and thought about firing Nick when he saw his incompetent ass. He looked in his rear view and side view mirrors, almost expecting to see some assholes approach his $250,000 458 Italia Ferrari, stick a gun in his face, and carjack him. He rubbed his sweaty palms on his pressed white polo shirt and his pair of dark designer jeans, looking down at his new Nike Air Jordans. Ever since he made it big in the music industry, he'd been forced to protect himself from overzealous fans and vengeful, jealous enemies. But tonight, he'd made the decision to come out without his bodyguards. He had business to take care of and wanted to do it without a lot of eyes watching. He trusted no one, not even the guys paid to protect him. He squinted at his $50,000 Hublot Big Bang watch and snapped, "Fucking Nick, I'm gonna kill you." Dialing his cell, he drummed his fingers on the steering wheel, waiting for Nick to pick up. After 3 rings, Nick answered. "Nick, where the fuck are you? I've been blowing the fucking horn for 15 minutes. Open the goddamn gate." The gate opened, and Carl slammed on the gas and sped toward his jackass employee, who leaped out of the way. Carl jumped out of the car and grabbed Nick by his neck, pinning him against the wall. "I should fire your fucking ass. You must be one of the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet." Nick was about to respond, but Carl cut him off. "I'll fucking rip your lips right off your face if you attempt to speak. Close the damn gate. I'm not gonna have somebody come up in here and steal my fucking ride. You understand?" Nick nodded quickly, and Carl released him and walked toward the back of the warehouse. 3 burly men stood in a semicircle, waiting for Carl to arrive. They'd been there for hours, watching over a little guy who sat in a chair, looking nervously around the building. Although the majority of the enormous warehouse was empty, Carl had still invested thousands of dollars on a high-tech alarm system and video surveillance equipment. He had become obsessed with protecting his properties after his first house was vandalized. He would never forget how it felt to see the damage that had been done to his empty brownstone in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. It had infuriated him, and he grew even more upset when the police couldn't find the culprits. He vowed to always protect his assets, no matter what. Carl loathed disloyalty. He paid top dollar for it, and if he didn't get it, he would become angry. An uncontrollable rage would overtake him, and he wanted to hurt somebody. Carl remembered when he was a kid, he and his sister were harassed by the neighborhood bullies. His mother encouraged him to ignore the boys, but that didn't stop the teasing, and his father commanded him to watch over his sister. Things finally came to a head when Carl's sister was knocked to the ground by one of the bullies. Carl's father grabbed him by the arm and dragged him down to the playground. "Carl, the only things we got in this world are family, loyalty, and respect. You never ever let somebody hurt your family. It's time for you to be a man and stand up for what you believe in. I want you to go over there and take care of that ass."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.